Right, okay. You've read the video title, and currently you think I've either hit my head very hard or made this video under the influence of serious drugs. I have to tell you that this outlandish Formula 1 story is actually true. ABBA's drummer really did score a point in Formula 1. But who was he? How did he get into the fastest sport in the world? Well, let's find out. Our story starts with a young Swede by the name of Carl Edward Tommy Borgudd. He started out as a drummer in his native Sweden, playing for short-lived and funny-sounding bands like Solar Plexus and Made in Sweden. He later played the drums for famous Swedish pop supergroup ABBA. In 1981, he moved up to Formula 1 with the ATS team. He persuaded ABBA to let him plaster the name of the band on his car, although he never actually received sponsorship money from them. He hoped that the ABBA logo would interest potential sponsors, but ATS were out of luck. Borgudd only qualified for the San Marino Grand Prix and finished 13th, 3 laps down as the last qualified finisher. He didn't qualify for a race again until the British Grand Prix, by which time ATS could only afford to run one car and had dropped second driver Jan Lammers. Things were looking bleak. However, ATS took a gamble ahead of the British Grand Prix by switching to Avon tyres. Avon had a lot of motorsport experience but had only entered F1 as a tyre manufacturer that year. No team on Avon tyres had ever scored points. Nevertheless, Borgudd pushed the struggling ATS to 21st position on the grid, qualifying an ATS car for the first time in 4 races. The race got underway, and right away the powerful Renaults, Brabhams and Ferraris roared away from the front row. As the race progressed, however, the big names started to fall. Reigning world champion Alan Jones crashed out on lap 3, and both Ferraris retired, Villeneuve spinning into the barriers and Pironi suffering from a turbocharger failure. Borgudd kept his nose clean and fought his way up the field over 68 grueling laps of the Silverstone circuit. By the end of the race, he was only a lap down on race winner John Watson, and a lap clear of Derek Daly's march in 7th place. Borgudd finished in 6th, scoring his and Avon's first Formula 1 points. It was also the ATS team's only point of the 1981 season. The point lifted ATS out of their crippling financial situation and ensured the team would have free transportation for all of the 1982 season's races. Sadly, Borgudd would never reach those heights in Formula 1 again. After finishing just one more race that season, a 10th place finish at the Dutch Grand Prix, he moved to the Tyrrell team for 1982. He didn't adapt to the new car successfully, scoring no points, and was dumped when his sponsorship money ran out just 3 races into the season. This ended his short-lived Formula 1 career. Borgudd, however, continued to race sporadically, competing in the 1987 Le Mans 24 Hours, the British Touring Car Championship, and even a stint in truck racing, where he became a European champion in 1995. He retired from official racing in 1997, but continues to make appearances at amateur racing festivals in Europe today. Avon as a tyre manufacturer would go on to score more points in Formula 1, but none of those points were scored by a member of the biggest pop group in the world.